celebrating. And this morning I am making a rum cake. Been making rum cakes for years, but I would normally make it from a box. I found the recipe on Bacardi, on a Bacardi bottle years ago, before the internet. But this time I'm going to try it a little different. Is it differently? I'm going to try it a little different. I am going to make it from scratch. So let's go. I found this recipe online. Now, the first thing is 9 hours. What, 9 hours for what? Maybe that's cooling time also? I don't know. But this is supposed to be made with King Arthur. This is a King Arthur flour cake recipe. Well, I just have flour. Best choice. We'll see if it works. So here are the directions, or the ingredients. We'll get to the syrup later. Syrup, you hear that, family? I didn't say syrup, but it's syrup. First we need 2 cups of flour. Oh wow, it says unbleached. Unbleached, so it's gotta be the same. Does the name make a difference? 1 cup, 2 cups. Not quite level, but not as high as it was. 1.5 cups of sugar. Okay, it says add the pudding mix. I think that's for moistness. That's how it used to be. It's snowing. Teaspoon of salt. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2. 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Whoa! Oops. And 1 stick or 8 tablespoons of butter. Ta-da! Now mix till it looks like sand. Have to beat in the middle. Then combine 1 egg at a time. 1, 2, 3 eggs. It's looking a little better. 4 eggs. Okay, we need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 1. And my new favorite, rum. The first time I tried the Ray and Nephew, oh my gosh, I was making rum punch and it knocked me out. And I've seen people on YouTube when I've watched different videos call it a skunky smell or something like that, but I dig it. It's really good. So I normally used to use Bacardi when I made my when I made my rum cakes, but now this time I'm gonna try Ray and Nephew. So we'll see. And I need 1/2 cup of this. This is the hardest bottle to open. It's like you gotta break this little piece off. And I used this contraption here to help me unlock the bottle. So it should be easier to open now. Ta-da! I opened it with 1 hand. It calls for rum, plain or spiced. I'm using overproof. Is that considered plain? I don't know, but here we go. Okay, that's an amazing looking cake batter. And I don't know. Don't do this at home, kids. I can taste the rum on the back end. It's not a bad taste. Hopefully in the syrup, it tastes a little rummier. So now I have to spritz the butt pan with cooking spray. For a layer, well, you can read. I don't have almond flour. I don't care. I'm just putting flour in it. Here's my butt pan. Merry Christmas. See how I do this. And then I'll sprinkle a little flour in it because that's what I'm used to doing. Okay, so the pan is oiled and buttered. Now we're going to pour the cake mix in. Okay, so the cake mix is in the batter is in the butt pan. Now it says bake the cake for 50 to 60 minutes. We have the oven already preset to 325, and now it's time to put in the oven. It should probably be on a middle shelf. Let me change that. Bye-bye. And set the timer to, let's make it 50 minutes. And set the timer to ta-da! And we'll test it after 50 minutes and then go from there. Now we're about to make the syrup. For the glaze, you need a half a cup of rum, a quarter teaspoon of salt, a cup of sugar, a stick of butter, quarter cup of water, and a quarter teaspoon of vanilla. Let me read that again. A half a teaspoon of vanilla. These are the ingredients for the glaze, which I will make once the cake comes out the oven. See you later. I can already look at it and tell that it's got to be in the oven a few more minutes. Where's the color? Where's the color? Let's see. Anyway, it ain't done. Still can't see. I'm gonna try 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. It looks browner in my video than it does in real life, but the skewer came out clean, so we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. The cake is out of the oven. For some reason, it looks a little short, but maybe not. And now it's time for the glaze. Now the directions say, pour all the ingredients in the pot for the sauce, except the vanilla, and bring to a boil. It doesn't say what temperature. So it says to let it boil 5 to 8 minutes. 5 to 8 minutes until slightly thickened. Okay, here is the syrup / glaze for the cake. So I've poured the glaze on it and it just has to sit and soak in. The directions say, whoops. The directions say to, well, damn. The directions say to just cover it in a plastic wrap. Check it out tomorrow. Maybe this evening, because it's only noon. Hey everybody, here we go. The rum cake is done. I hope that the glaze or the syrup or the juice went through. Well, it's been all day, and I just tried the cake and it's pretty tasty. I have some extra juice that I'll probably sprinkle on the top. But if you can see this, the juice, syrup, glaze did soak through the cake, and it's not bad. Thanks for watching. Happy holidays.